And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to helping you win in any marketplace. The Consumer Quarterback Show powered by Platinum MVP Realty. And I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. We got an all-star lineup in here today. Intelligent Talk Radio. Got Ron Fuller back in the house. Mossy Oak Fence. Welcome back, man.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
Today we're going to talk about first responders.
First responders. I like it.
Very
Good
timely.
Stuff. I like that. Louise Harris, last research and editing.
Hi, Brandon. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you.
And I was going to talk about buying local and making sure you get a local expert for your marketing. And
I like that. Shop local, support the local economy, and it's going to help everybody out even more. And, yeah, good stuff. We got a great lineup for you today. We got a feel-good story as well. Dave Grohl and his family bring home-cooked barbecue meals to the fire stations in California. So find out about that and more from our expert contributors. I want to invite you to save the date. We got December 6th. We got Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event Thursday, December 6th at the Earthscape Garden Room in Palm Harbor. 6 to 9 p.m. Bring your business cards. This is a great event. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have Talk of the Town goodie bags we're giving out as well. We're expecting over 100 people at this event. It's going to be a great networking. It's an opportunity for you to kind of plan for your next year. You know, 2019 is already up on us here. So Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event, Thursday, December 6th. You can register at consumerqb.com. Just submit an email form there or go to Eventbrite and just search up Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event, December 6th. And it's a really cool venue at the Earthscape Garden Room in Palm Harbor. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's an evening event, 6 to 9 p.m. And Amici's Catered Cuisine going to be in the house as well. This is a lot of our expert contributors. Let's give a shout out to our official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. It's Bilmar Beach Resort on Treasure Island. I love going over to the Bilmar. Just a great time to hang out with the family, business trips, weddings, all available for you at Bilmar Beach Resort, Treasure Island, filled with fantastic and generous amenities to make your vacation that much more special. The Bilmar Beach Resort has been one of the most sought-after destinations in Treasure Island area for years. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on the special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. The Bilmar Beach Resort, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we are here in studio. We're going to help you win. As you know, I'm the owner of Platinum MVP Realty, and I'm a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. Featured in Florida Realtor Magazine, multiple publications, top 1% realtor in the United States. Got a couple of hot listings here I want to let you know about. This one's 9303 Alice Lane in Riverview. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, $599,000 for almost an acre on the water, 0.83 acres here, right on the water on Alice Lane in Riverview. Just hit the market, waterfront. Bring your boat. Gorgeous pool home here on Riverview there. 15 minutes from downtown Tampa. Taking it over to Pinellas County now, 9511 Antilles Drive. Kind of giving you a sample of that 33776 zip code in Seminole. It's Pinellas Groves, 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, got a half bath. And this property is 2,820 square feet heated. And it's an estate-style home, large backyard, almost a half acre here, mature landscape, which is a beautiful property here. Compliments of Platinum MVP Realty.com.
Sun is shining, the weather is sweet.
All right, let's jump right into it. We got Ron Fuller in the house, Mossy Oak Fence Company, longtime friend of the QB show here.
Brandon, I feel so bad for your radio listeners that don't get the visuals.
Oh, nice. You got to check out the TV show for this one.
Yeah. So I'm trying to plug people to watch you on television.
There it goes.
Look at that. Sorry.
At that.
So that's real wood pickets right there.
I like that.
Isn't that great? And
That's nice.
And the listeners don't see your handsome face. They need to watch We Beam TV. Tell them how they can see you on television.
Yeah, you got the QB show. You got 10 a.m. daily on WeBeam TV. So you can stream it live from our website as well, consumerqb.com. Watch the live stream. You can watch it from WeBeam TV. And then we have the American Dream television show, which is a separate show. That's 11 a.m. broadcast television on the CW, which is actually switching to CBS next month. But currently it's on the CW, Apple TV, Amazon TV, and Roku. That's part of the American Dream show. That's an interesting.
Wow, brother, you are just rolling. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, buddy.
So, I wanted to talk about first responders. We, Mossy Oak Fence, we actually are running a special. We're discounting for first responders, police, fire, paramedics. It's something we're doing from the heart, and we actually started the marketing program before the hurricane and certainly before the fires in California, which has been really rough. But we just really honor those that serve us. They risk their life. They literally risk their life every day. We don't do that. We're business people. I'm a business developer. The only thing I risk is running late for an appointment or missing lunch. And you're just a famous up and coming star.
I appreciate that. So first, you got a discount for what kind of discount are you offering?
Well, what we're doing, depending on the size of the job, we're actually giving them at least 10% off their price. But more than that, it's just a way to thank them for their service. It's from the heart. Yeah,
thanks for doing that. That's
absolutely,
great.
Absolutely, Brandon. You always have your feel goods, and I know you're always looking out for other people and helping people in need. You give bags of food. There's ways that you give back, and that's really what we want to do. And it's not to plug Mossy Oak Fence. It's really to plug the first responders. And those people what a tireless job they do.
Speaking of that, you look at what are some of the California wildfires. I love listening to the Biz during the day. There's some really good content on there, and I was listening to one of the shows, and it was talking about how the environmentalists in California kind of brought these fires on themselves. Have you read into that?
The northern fires, the forest industry said we need to do controlled burns. It's healthy. It's healthy for the soil.
Yep.
It actually perks up the entire ecosystem.
Yep.
And wildlife has plenty of time to escape because it's what they call a controlled burn. And they warned them. And this underbrush actually grows up into the trees, and the canopies of the tree actually become a wind vortex. So it was a double whammy. And there was environmental groups stopping and suing the forestry department from doing their job. It is ridiculous.
It really is. It's so silly. And then now, and they wonder why it's the largest wildfire that we've seen in California's history, right? I mean, it's the worst one.
The environmentalists have taken this way too far.
Yep.
And one thing that always makes me laugh. I don't know if you remember the spotted owls.
Yep.
But thousands of loggers lost their jobs because the environmentalists said you can't be anywhere close to where these spotted owls are nesting. And within a few months, there were spotted owls building nests in the signs of Kmart.
Well, hey, that worked out. Nobody's going to Kmart.
Right. Well, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah. But my point, that's an excellent point, actually. My point is, they said you can't disturb a man and scaring him away when they actually fly out of their way to come to man-made objects because they make the best homes.
Right.
When you travel on the interstate, look up at these massive lights that they have, the mercury vapor lights over bridges, and you'll notice nests. In every one of them.
Yeah, on the boat. I see them on the boat all the time, or when you're driving, you can see that definitely. And it's interesting, Connor Keller, our termite and pest control expert on the show, he was mentioning how that happens a lot over at the big buildings. You mentioned like a Costco. They come in, they make their nest up there, and then they fly inside the store. Different types of birds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the whole argument that you need to lose jobs and we need to be far, far away from them, that doesn't pan out. They prefer the man-made objects.
Yeah, absolutely. If you just joined us, Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host. We're talking with Ron Fuller from Mossy Oak Fence Company. And when you look at real estate, it's such a driver of our economy. It affects so many lives. It creates income for so many different people, from real estate to title to mortgage, so many different people down the line as well, home improvements as well. But, when you talk about adding a fence to a real estate property, you're adding value. It's definitely future value. It's going to help decrease the days on the market and help you obtain more money out of that property.
Yeah, one trend that I'm seeing that I really like like is people are putting more thought architecturally into their fence. So it's not just becoming a security feature or a way to keep their dogs inside or keep their children safe from the neighbor's dog, but it's actually becoming an architectural enhancement to the home, kind of taking the whole vibe of what the home looks like and making it that much nicer. For example, we can actually enhance the width of a home. So typically you might have one of these homes with a small footprint, the narrow lot line homes that are deep and skinny.
Right. Yep.
I refer to those as Don Knotts in a Speedo.
Don Knotts.
So, you want to dress that bad boy up a little bit.
Yeah.
And we can do that with a fence. If we put it in the right location as you pull into the home, it's actually going to add visual weight and width to the home.
Yeah, I like that. And there's so many ways that you're going to add value to a home. And you see those old fences that are lagging and they've got mold growing on them.
Oh, yeah.
They can work on the opposite side and depreciate your home if you don't take care of them.
Yeah, we saw a trend with real estate agents actually having us replace the fence with homes that were on the market. It helps sell them.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's what, yeah, exactly. When you do that, that future home buyer is going to say, all things equal between this home and that home, the one with the fence is the one we're going to go with. Yeah.
And for your listeners who have a home for sale, I'll tell you, it pans out because we do a lot of new construction fence as well. And folks that are buying those new homes, they want that fence as soon as possible. So if they're looking at your home and they're looking and saying, gosh, we're going to have to replace this fence, they know that takes several weeks. It will help sell your home to have a nice-looking fence properly installed.
Absolutely. All right, stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show. We're helping you win in any marketplace. When we come back, more from our expert contributors here in studio. Ron Fuller, we got Louise Harris coming up as well. And our feel-good story of the day is a good one. Dave Grohl and his family bring home-cooked barbecue to fire stations in California. Stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Jarek Robbins. You are listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show with Brandon Rhymes. Please do what it takes to learn all that you have to live the life you want to live it fully, and find a way to give it by paying it forward to others.
Get in touch with Brandon online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
Welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, helping you win in any marketplace. We got our restaurant partner here, Curry Leaves Restaurant on Kennedy Boulevard. Give a shout out to the folks over at Curry Leaves Restaurant, Indian and Thai cuisine. Excellent food, and it's right on Kennedy Boulevard here in South Tampa, just across the street from the Intercontinental Hotel. And it's great food, spicy, a little spicy for you. Sometimes they do have some dishes that aren't as spicy, but it's excellent food. I love it. Say hello to Saji and his team over at Curry Leaves Restaurant. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you, and take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we're back here in studio. We're going to help you win. I've got a couple of hot listings here, compliments of Platinum MVP Realty.com. I'd love to let you know about this one in Hudson, 12939 Box Drive in Hudson. It's Rolling Oaks Estates, 3-bedroom, 2-bath property, and it's a This gentleman is actually a veteran. Let's help this veteran sell his home. Tell a couple friends about this property in Hudson. Rolling Oaks Estates, $245,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1-acre lot. Beautiful property in Hudson. And in South Tampa, we've got 4613 South Matanzas Avenue, $729,000 price tag on it, but it's a beautiful home. 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, got a half bath as well. Walk or bike over to Bayshore Boulevard in beautiful South Tampa. Hot property, got a nice yard, fenced-in backyard here in beautiful South Tampa, Florida.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
All right, so more coming up from Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak, and let's go ahead and bring Louise Harris into the conversation. Last research and editing. What you been up to?
I'm Brandon. Well, I've been helping write scripts for video companies, and I've been writing press releases. And I was actually going to mention that Ron's program could be a good press release because he is reaching out to the community, and he's connecting to a topical news story right now, which is the wildfires. And he's local, and that's what they like to focus on is local businesses, especially in the business section. So I think he should think about it, and it would really help.
Yeah.
Also,
I like that.
I wanted to mention about the wildfires, and oftentimes they are created by people who smoke and just throw their cigarettes, and it really annoys me when people do that.
All the time I see it. You know, they're just driving down US 19 or whatever. They finish their cigarette. They just think they can just throw it on the ground.
Right, and it ends up in water, and it ends up in wildfires and ground. And
it is ridiculous.
Yeah, it just bothers me. So I thought I'd say that.
Yeah, don't throw your butts out there, guys. Come on. Don't throw them on the ground.
Don't be a butt and throw out your butt.
I was looking for something there.
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Anyway, so getting back to shopping local, it's important that we support the local economy, but it's even more important in the media field because the journalists get to know the PR people in their local area, and then they get to know the businesses in their local areas.
Yes.
So if you pick a national company, you'll get more attention, but you're not going to get that relationship that you desperately need with the journalists and with the PR. So
it's evident, and it's even becoming more and more evident. You know, I'd pick on Amazon on this show. I mean, how big is that company getting, and what else are they going to vertically integrate into? They're already talking about real estate. You know,
right?
They could literally come in and make a big splash in real estate and put a lot of companies out of business, especially companies, you know, the smaller companies, the independent companies.
And it already sells things like the components of making a house. You know, like the manufactured.
SIPS panels and stuff like that.
Things like that, yes.
Yeah, and because I saw a documentary on just how they just put out, there's this one website, diapers.com. They literally just put that company out of business because they wanted to grab their market share. So all they did was they sold it for less than that company could afford to compete with. Just put them out of business. You know? So it's really like a Goliath.
It is.
And it's only growing. So it's up to...
I had gone to a networking thing where the conference speaker was talking about the 5 companies that are going to take over the world, and Amazon, Google, Facebook, I forget what the other two
Microsoft.
were. Microsoft, and I forget
And
what the
Apple.
Apple, yeah. That they're just gonna explode.
Yeah, it is, and it's to that point, and you see, what's the effect? Because there's always an adverse effect. There's unintended consequences. There's unintended consequences in life and in politics and in a lot of different areas.
Well, I know one unintended consequence is that a lot of the boutique shops down on the beaches are losing out because people are buying through Amazon rather than going to those little stores to buy the unique gifts.
Yeah, it was Walmart, at first, before the Amazon boom, and the easy it is convenience-wise on your phone. And the other flip side of that, I heard Damon John talking about it in another scenario where he was a speaker at an event, but he talked about how for every job that Amazon creates, they delete 5 other jobs.
Yeah, that makes sense. I believe it.
It is. It's unbelievable, the shift that's happening. So, you got to try on your business to get your business in front. And I believe one of the ways that you can really differentiate and add value is to create your brand. Because when it comes to branding, that's going to be top of mind, and especially for a local economy.
And that's where press releases help. They help you to brand, and social media helps you to brand. And doing other things like radio shows, that helps you to brand.
Yes.
So you just have to think outside the box, but think of ways that you can be out there.
Yep. And for the American Dream television show, I forwarded you an email to check out. So there's some press release opportunities there every month, for that show.
Yes, I was going to check it out.
Yeah. So every month we're doing a different shoot, different location. I've been reaching out to local mayors and celebrities. I reached out to Hulk Hogan, talked with his people, and Tony Little. I've had a good conversation with him and some others. And, it'd be great to have Coach Dungy. He's in here in the studio recording an audio book as we speak. But, that's the idea with the dream.
Right.
As we're getting out there, the American Dream, we're highlighting, we're empowering. My last show, I did the Children's Cancer Center. So that's an idea. So then you have from Louise Harris with Last Research and Editing, what she's able to do is help you get a press release out in front of that.
Right.
Yeah, and that's going to help you get more exposure. It's going to help you a lot of different ways.
And I also want to mention about shopping local for other things, because you're such a connection. Because of all the contributors, they get to know you, and then you help them get to know others.
Right.
I reached out to Insect IQ, which you were mentioning earlier, and because I have this problem in my house, and I mentioned that I saw him, that I met him on the Consumer Quarterback show.
Yeah.
And it was a good connection.
Nice.
And he knows it's important because he understands the bugs and the Florida weather and how that affects the bugs. Whereas if you had a company in Georgia, they wouldn't understand that Florida's different.
Yeah, and Connor is he's one of the experts that are just the expert. I mean, honeybees, everything from rodents. Talked about gators, talked about bats, and the guano that they leave laying around. But he's great. Termite pest control, everything. Connor Keller.
Yeah. So through you, I got to meet him, and I reached out to him. So it buying local helps you spread the economy around, even if it's not in your field. It's still spreading the economy.
Sure.
You kind of start to see that in these cool little urban centers. I live in a town called Mount Dora, and we have no chains in downtown Mount Dora. They're all locally owned shops, restaurants, boutiques, gift shops, and they even stock local artist product.
Nice.
And we all really go out of our way to get that local flair.
Yes.
And we support each other that way, and I hope to see that trend all over America.
Yeah, it's important, but things like Amazon and Facebook, they're actually decreasing the local, because people say, I can just buy something from my phone. I don't need to go to the boutique down the street.
Sure. So. It's shifting, and then even in the future, I just attended a marketing event on Wednesday or Tuesday maybe this past week, and it was talking about over at CMG, and they were talking about in 2020, by 2020, 50% of the searches are going to be done on an Alexa, a Google Home, or a whatever the other one is.
Yeah.
Because we're getting to the point. It's the point of less friction.
Voice searches,
right?
they're called. Yeah.
Voice search. So less friction. So for pulling out my phone, we're to this point now. We're this lazy, right?
Right.
I don't want to pull out my phone and type on it. I would rather just hit the button and say whatever I want.
There's a commercial right now from Dish Network where it's voice remote controls, like, hey, Dish, I want to see blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And it's like, I was thinking exactly that. How lazy are we?
Yeah,
It's like,
and it's just where AI is going, and that's the whole thing too. I watched that interview with Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk, and they were talking about AI and how a lot of the congressmen, the senators, the government, they're not taking it as serious as they should. And will the computers kill us? Will the robots kill us? He didn't rule it out.
Government is always behind the times anyway.
Right.
They still don't believe that the levees are going to break, even though the Army Corps of Engineers have said it for 10 years or more.
Yeah.
But they
Well,
think,
that seems like where some of our government spending should go.
Yeah.
With
Right.
Trump,
Absolutely.
it feels like he's going to do the right thing. He's got a lot of stuff going. There's only certain things that he can do at a time. But we had Jake Alexander on the show yesterday, and he was talking about the positive impacts of that Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. It was really great tax simplifications as well of the code, the best that we've seen since the early 80s, late
Absolutely.
70s.
Boy, in our industrial area, you see help wanted all over.
Yep. All right, stay with us right here. Consumer Quarterback Show. We'll be right back after this short break, and our feel-good story is a good one. Dave Grohl and his family bring home-cooked barbecue to fire stations in California. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Trisha up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. I'm Brandon Rhymes. I'm your host here of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Published author and professional speaker. Check out our book on Amazon, Become the MVP in Your Industry by Surfing the Radio Waves. We'd love for you to check it out, and leave a nice review for us. That's kind of our prequel to our business we launched with Ken Shamrock, the ultimate fighting champion, Hall of Famer, and WWF legend. BGCA, the Business Growth Celebrity Academy. BGCA.co is the website on that, and we'd love for you to check it out and take a look at it. Realize the celebrity in you. Business Growth Celebrity Academy helps you become a micro celebrity to grow your wealth, personal brand, and increase your status. Anyone can become a micro celebrity. It's easy. Check out the website, bgca.co. And we're back here in studio helping you when we got Ron Fuller in the house, Mossy Oak Fence, and Louise Harris, Last Research and Editing. And we want to invite you to our event coming up on Thursday, December 6th, Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event. Save the date, Thursday, December 6th. At the Earthscape Garden Room in Palm Harbor. It's a really cool venue as well. 6 to 9 p.m. Bring your business cards. Bring a stack of business cards and bring your positive attitude, because this is a great time to meet some of our expert contributors. And you're also going to meet just some new people that could really help you take your business to the next level in 2019. We're also giving out Talk of the Town goodie bags. A lot of good stuff in there. So save the date, Thursday, December 6th. The largest speed networking event, Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event. ConsumerQB.com. You can submit a form at ConsumerQB.com. There's an email form that comes directly through. You can register there or on Eventbrite.com. Just search up Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event on Eventbrite.com. And we're back here in studio. Give a shout out to WholeBodyFuel.com, the official meal delivery service of the Consumer Quarterback Show. It's WholeBodyFuel.com. Chef Brian Adamo and his team do a great job. Kevin and the whole team over there, just awesome to meet. If you ever get a chance to meet them, WholeBodyFuel.com. They've got the world famous protein donuts, convenient, healthy, organic, delivered directly to your home or office. Have you tried them, Ron?
James keeps promising to bring me a protein donut.
Oh, man, we'll get you one.
Your executive producer, James. Come on, buddy.
Well, that's up to me. That's up to me. It's not his fault. I didn't know that. I'll remember to bring you some next time. But, yeah, some good stuff. A couple of hot property listings, compliments of Platinum, MVPRealty.com, 5506 Dallas Way in Valrico, River Hills Country Club, gated community, corner lot, pool home, just a gorgeous property here. It's a one-owner home that's sure to impress. $540,000, 3,500 square feet over in Valrico. It's just a beautiful property. And we also have 6526 Yvette Drive in Hudson. This is a $537,000 listing of mine. 3 bedrooms, 4 bath, on the waters, waterfront beauty. Bring your boat, 2 boat docks out there, bay access, and enjoy all the best that Hudson has to offer. The Hudson Beach Estates, just a beautiful property with bay access. Enjoy your fishing out there on the beautiful Gulf of Mexico.
Sun is shining, the weather is sweet.
All right, we're back here in studio helping you win. It's a good conversation. We had a good conversation going there on AI and all that good stuff. We went down a little bunny trail there, Ron.
You know, Brandon, I want to go back to a bunny trail of the networking event.
Mm-hmm.
I get involved in different motorcycle clubs, Harley guys. I tell you, the networking people, this is like a family. You meet friends. I mean, not only can you do business, you're gonna meet the most professional, aggressive people in business in Tampa.
Yeah.
But you're also going to make friends. It's a great group of people.
Yeah, you really do. Tampa Bay, it really comes together. Great networking, and you're always one off from that ideal customer. You know how it works.
Yeah.
You make that one connection. They're like, oh, my cousin was looking for that. And, you're always just one off from that connection, Louise.
That's right. And, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Separation, yeah. I'm a vegetarian. No, I'm just kidding.
But I have been to several of your events, and I've always gotten benefit out of them. And I've met a lot of people that have helped me, and I really recommend people do it.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, the last one we did over at the Firehouse, that was really cool. That was a good. Were you at that one?
I missed that one. I was at the Firehouse the first time. Did it.
Yeah, that was a good event too. We had the Shamrock event was awesome when we had Ken do the keynote. But yeah, it's a big part of your business is getting out there, networking, meeting people. There's a lot of connections. And then also you can meet from people that you might want to buy from. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons why you want to go to these networking events.
And it's fun. It's fun to meet like-minded business people.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
We business is hard, and you take it serious, and sometimes you got to lighten up. And and the group that you
drink.
get a drink.
Yeah.
But it's a great group of people.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And it's important for marketing to not only do the digital and radio and print, but also to do in face-to-face marketing and in-person marketing.
Yeah, it really is. And you build those relationships over time, too. It's important not to go in there with short-sightedness and just look for that quick hit.
Right.
You got to have the relationship. You got to have the
long-term marathon.
That's right. Long-term thinking as well. All right, so we got Ron Fuller in the house, Mossy Oak Fence. So Mossy Oak Fence, you're helping families, protect their loved ones, protect the kids, the backyard, or, a lot of times. Do you see much activity on the front yard as well? Is that where you'd put like a smaller fence?
Yeah, that's where we can really get creative with how the fence looks. Mm-hmm. So we can put a lot of architectural detail into the front. And that's why I say we can enhance the look of your home. As you know, being a realtor all these years, Brandon, often the home has what's called a facade. So it means the front of the home gets the stone, and it gets all the cool tchotchkes off the gable ends and, the shutters, and that's because it's the face of your home. Mm-hmm. Well, the fence can work exactly the same way. We can put some money and time and effort into building you a really unique look for the front of your home. And that can really pay dividends, not only for your enjoyment of the home, but to sell it.
Yeah.
But, I was thinking when you mentioned security, we're doing a lot of work in Babcock Ranch down near Fort Myers.
Yeah.
And that community's really taken off. They have alligators. Most folks are on one of the retention lakes. And we're getting fences in quickly because people have small children, they have dogs. Yep. And the gators are there, and they can be aggressive at times.
Yeah, South Florida. We're invading in on these habitats with the housing, and it's unfortunate in some cases it gets into that scenario. But yeah, that's kind of my neck of the woods down there, down south.
Ron, do you use architects to design the fences in the front?
Well, we have somebody on our team, and he is just exceptional at what he does. We can do computer CADs. We have a CNC router, so we can actually. A logo or what's real popular now is monogramming. So we can monogram in metal. So you can have an aluminum estate gate that has your family crest. We can get very creative with wood. We can build wood that's an old world look. So it looks like it came out of a castle from 600 years ago with the exposed wrought iron hardware and nail heads. But it's actually something we build that's brand new with kiln-dried cedar, so it's going to hold up, but it looks like it's very old.
Well, that's interesting.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
absolutely. And then the PVC fencing, we can router things out of that as well. I've got a customer that has a really cool backyard, so we did a kind of a Margaritaville with a palm tree, and they ran lighting in it. So in the center of the post, it actually lights up at night.
That's really
but
neat.
It hides their pool equipment.
Yeah, I love that. I love that scene in the backyard where you have the tiki hut style,
The oasis.
Yeah.
Where you can go away even though you're still home.
That's right.
Yeah, I think with the technology, fencing is no longer just this flat panel that protects your family or gives you privacy. It can really do much more than that these days.
Yeah, and the HOAs are going to give you some kind of parameters in most cases, aren't they?
Absolutely. We require an HOA approval before we'll install a fence. And often the new communities have very specific guidelines. Like we help Babcock Ranch. It's a 4-foot aluminum, 3-rail flat top, or a PVC privacy with lattice on top. And that's throughout the whole community, so you know exactly what you're getting. It's more uniform.
Yeah, that's good to keep the uniformity and keep the values up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If you just joined us, Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host. We're talking with Ron Fuller in the house, Mossy Oak Fence. We got Louise Harris as well. Last research and editing. So what else have you been up to,
Well,
Louise?
I was also going to talk about Christmas and how books are a big seller at Christmas time. And so it's important that, well, I have to say most people buy their books from Amazon. So
yeah, right. They're online.
But you could buy local, again, with the books. But it's just a good gift, and that's one thing that I can help people is get their books written, and probably not in time for this Christmas, but certainly in time for next Christmas.
Yeah. And that's a goal. I mean, if somebody has a goal of that, man, that's a goal that you really want to reach. I've written a couple books already, halfway through a third one, but it's really fun and it's fulfilling. And it's one of those things. If you try to do it all at once, it's going to overwhelm you.
Right. You want to take it as bits and pieces. I always tell people 10 pages a day, and if you think about it, a book is 6 by 9, so you're really only doing a half a page when you're doing 10 pages. So it makes the task so much easier to handle. But you also, before you start, you want to have an outline and have an idea of where it's going to go, because otherwise it'll be too
bouncing around.
Right. It'll be too hard to direct it. And
to get choppy with the ideas as the ideas flow. And that's a good idea, man. And these days you can talk right into your iPhone and just send a chapter to your email, have somebody edit it. That's what I did with my third book. But awesome. Hey, good stuff here, Brandon Rhymes. We're talking about ways that you can grow your business through press releases and marketing. And we're talking about Mossy Oak Fence Company as well here. Stay with us, Consumer Quarterback Show. When we come back, interesting story about the California wildfires right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. Consumer Quarterback Show powered by Platinum MVP Realty. Check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com. You can do a complete MLS search. You can search the entire multiple listing service, all the real estate properties available on the MLS at PlatinumMVPRealty.com. You can also offer, we also offer a comparable market analysis, basically the same thing. You pay $500 for an appraisal. We can give that to you, all that information for free in a report. Very simple. All you have to do is reach out to our hotline, 813-670-7372. You can call or text our consumer advocate hotline, 813-670-7372, and give us a call or text. We'd love to connect with you. Got a hot listing up in Dade City. This one is an interesting property. Have you ever wanted to own your own airport? Well, I've got a perfect opportunity. 20151 Powerline Road in Dade City, Pasco County, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, and you've got a $250,000 price tag on this property. Now, what we've got is 2 acres side by side, 2 parcels side by side, 10 acres and the home, the single family home for $250,000, and then next door is the 15 acres. That's additional $250,000. But that's the landing strip, the airport. It's technically an airport. It's not the airport like you and I think of, where you have concessions and you have restrooms, but it's an airport nonetheless. And they're not giving out, from at least what I hear, the owner is a pilot. They're not giving out any more of those, many more or any more. I'm not sure which, but Powerline Dade City, great real estate property, compliments of Platinum MVP Realty.com.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
And every day we're going to tell you something positive here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, going against the nonsense out there in the mainstream media. We're always bringing some positivity to you here in our Tell Me Something Good segment.
Tell me something good.
Okay, so Dave Grohl and his family bring home-cooked barbecue to fire stations in California. Dave Grohl visited a number of fire stations in California on Monday, providing free dinners to firefighters and their families. The Foo Fighters frontman brought home-cooked meals to the fire stations and thanked them for their service as wildfires continue to decimate California communities. To all the Los Angeles Fire Department and LA County Fire Department heroes we met last night, thank you, Grohl wrote on Instagram. It was an honor to cook for you, Dave. It was awesome to get a visit from Dave at the Foo Fighters. He was also treated us to his own backbeat barbecue. Thanks, Dave. It was excellent. Fire Station number 68 wrote. So everybody's coming together, man. Everybody comes together around these hurricanes, these fires, whatever the natural event, the events are, the mainstream media tries to polarize us, and but there's a lot of good people out there.
People always come together. I remember after the 9/11 how many people came to help New York and Washington.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, and so it's not as as bad as the CNNs of the world, and everybody's trying to make it sound. So back to business here, helping you win in any marketplace. We want you to think about our show as the hub of your financial, your business, your health, your marketing wheel. And each one of those spokes extending out, representing another one of our preferred partners, our expert contributors that we bring on the air. We vet, we bring them on the air, and they're going to help you avoid a lot of the commission-based advice, make you more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. That is our goal. We want to help you win in any marketplace. Let's jump into our lightning round.
The lightning round!
I am so good at lightning rounds!
I majored in lightning rounds.
All right, top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Ladies first, Louise Harris.
Okay, well, I just want to say that, again, it's important to support your local economy, get to know your local journalists, and you build a relationship with them and start your marketing through print. I mean, don't forget print. Everybody thinks just digital, but as we were talking about Amazon, there's still buildings that you can buy things in stores. So there's still people that read newspapers and read magazines, and print is also things like billboards and direct mail, and it's important to keep print in your marketing plan.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was listening to one of the real estate gurus, actually a friend of mine who met at Tony Robbins' event. He's a really cool dude, but he was talking about how it's one of the best places to find real estate deals, because who's putting the ad out, who's responding. A lot of times it's the older, the seniors that, they're just putting it on. That's what they know. They don't know the MLS, Zillow. They don't realize. And then you pick up some deals in there.
Yeah, people still do those little
classified
bits.
ads.
Yeah, classified ads.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They still use them. It's not as often, and it's not millennials for sure, but yes, people still do, and you shouldn't forget that.
That's right. All right, Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence.
Well, keeping in that theme, we're a local fence company statewide. Our aluminum is domestic. All of the manufacturing, everything stays local. It comes from local folks. One of the businesses we're building is our Mossy Retail, and we're working with local nurseries, Ace Hardwares, things like that. And I'll tell you what, you go into a local nursery, you're going to find not only really great, knowledgeable people versus the box stores, but you're also going to find some really unique products and gift ideas.
Yeah, I like that. Now, you had mentioned one of the key words and aluminum. Have you noticed in the tariffs? Have you noticed that kind of setting in? Is it causing any disruption in your industry?
Well, I'll tell you what. People who buy cheap imported aluminum from overseas, I'm sure it is. We use the domestic manufacturer, very high quality product, extremely high quality, clean room powder coating. So, the president's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
We have to fight. And the one thing that I want to talk on a show in the future with you about is intellectual property. That's really where China is absolutely giving it to us bad, and that's stealing our intellectual property.
That's an interesting place because you think about it from an IP. I've had patent attorneys on the show. I know that industry pretty well, or that business line, I guess, in trademarks, patents. When you look at that, how do you really enforce that, Ron? It's a global economy, but when these IPs, could they create another Apple product? No. But could they knock off a smaller company? Is that what they're doing?
You know what's crazy? I personally I've been in Asia. I've never been to China. They say you can buy a knockoff Land Rover. You can buy a knockoff Mercedes. And we all know they sell knockoff Rolexes. So, yeah, there's some crazy things going on. But imagine you invent a technology, whether it be a computer-related, and they take that. They do not respect international laws or protocol like other countries do.
Wow.
People aren't protecting their copyrights and their trademarks either.
Yeah.
Because when you're writing, you're supposed to always use the TM or the registered trademark.
Right.
And people will just let the trademark go, and like Google should not be a verb, but people say, I want to Google this.
Yes.
And Google should be coming back and saying, you're not supposed to use our trademark. But they're not. So that's, I think part of the problem with intellectual property is that people aren't protecting their own.
Yeah, it is. It's an interesting point and almost a debate because, when you have a small business, your every dollar counts. So do you put that money into marketing, trying to buy the next deal, trying to get to the next client, or do you put that money into, making sure your intellectual property is protected? I think that's the challenge that a lot of small business owners face.
Yes,
because
they have
it's so
limited
competitive
dollars.
now.
Yes.
It's so competitive. You look at real estate. There's 30,000 real estate agents in the Tampa Bay area. 30,000 agents to compete with, and when the market's good like this, you've got people coming from other industries, personal training, waitress, whatever, bartender, whatever they're doing, and it's pretty easy to get licensed. So the problem is when you do that, you water down the knowledge base of the industry. You put it this way, and nothing against cosmetology, but I think it's something like 266 hours or 316 hours to get a cosmetology license to cut someone's hair. It's only 62 hours. 62 hours to become a real estate agent.
Wow.
Let that one marinate.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So
but
you look
to be
at
a good one, you have to spend a lot more hours than that.
Right, and that just gets you licensed. That doesn't teach you how to make money. That teaches you basic stuff, how not to get in trouble. But when it comes down to making money, now you get into unique selling propositions, radio shows or whatever. What are you doing? What are you doing to differentiate? Writing books. That's one thing. That's a starting point for anybody that's in business right now. It's pretty simple. Write a book. Louise Harris can ghostwrite for you as well. Is that the service that you offer, the ghostwriting?
Yes. I offer both the editing and the ghostwriting. So if someone like you, Brandon, has a manuscript written or sort of written, I can make it better.
Yes.
Or I can provide it from scratch and take them all the way to publishing.
Yeah, I like that. And it's real simple. These days, if you come up with ideas, I like the idea of getting an outline. Coming up with bullet points. Here's the bullet point I want to talk about. If you're personal development, Pareto principle, talk about that. Talk about the power of focus. What are you going to focus on is going to expand. Come up with those ideas and then literally just hit the button on your smartphone and talk into your phone, email it to Louise, and the next thing you know, 6 to 8 weeks later, 12 weeks later, you've got a book.
That's right. It takes about 3 months for me anyway to go from start to finish. So.
Yeah, those are aggressive timelines I gave, but
No, but I just meant for a person who's not a writer, it would be a year. But for me, I could probably do one in about 3 months.
Right. Yep. And that's just another way that you can differentiate from yourself. Think about your press releases, the opportunities we talked about before. There's some really cool stuff that we saw in the past year with Bitcoin, with cryptocurrencies. If you can attach these moving trends, that train that's going by at 80 miles an hour, if you can attach your business or your story to that train and take it through the social media, take it through the press releases, take it into books, those are ways that you're going to be able to succeed. I want to thank Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence Company, and Louise Harris for coming on the show today. All of our listeners, our viewers out there, thank you so much. Our team behind the scenes putting the show together, we really appreciate everybody involved. We want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food or clothing, hand it to that person that you see in need, and be a force for good in the community. And we'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.